Hello, good morning. Okay, you can see we're on the road today. Still adjusting, but look, I think that's good. I think that's gonna work. All right, well, let me just get comfortable here and let's get after it. How about some glasses? I'm like, why can't I see? All right, so welcome to the morning musings with Lauryn show. I am Lauryn. How are you doing today? I really appreciate you watching. Hey, Melanie. Good morning. So today we have our little bit of a longer call because we talk about a habit of health and give some tips on just generally, how to improve your health. Usually during the week, we talk about something motivational and something inspirational. And today, Thursdays, we just take a little bit longer and I just try to help you do something that's going to improve your life. Looks like I look cool. Yeah, well, it's cold outside, but I am doing well. So today's meme is self-care and productivity, how those things are related. And, it's kind of a long meme. I don't know what or do you like a quick, fast meme, or are you like down with they're longer ones. I personally like the quick, short ones. Let me just read it, take it in, and move on to the next. So even for me, this one is a little bit long. But like I said, this is Habit of Health Thursday, and so we do go a little bit longer. So on the meme, we have a few things here. So we have go to sleep earlier. We have calendar and planning things out. Live your life now. Y'all know I talk about that all the time. Real good deep dive on that yesterday and a little bit of a heart share on yesterday's Morning Musing show. If you missed it, check that out. Journaling, another one of my faves. Waking up early. If you're doing the last 90 days challenge that Rachel Hollis has put out that I'm sponsoring as well. Not really sponsoring, but supporting. We've talked about that. Saying no, isn't that a tough one? And then reflect. And then lastly, deep breath. So there's some things on here that I've talked about before, others that I haven't, and many of them I practice. I can't say that I do the deep breath one, but that may be something that will be helpful to you, particularly when you start feeling yourself kind of getting like really tight and wound up and you're just like stressed. What do you notice that you're doing? You're holding your breath. You're holding your breath, and that's not good. So we want to take some deep breaths, let that air out, let some air circulate through you. So I think I titled this meme, "You Can't Pour from an Empty Cup." Let's see. Oh, no, I said self-care is not selfish. So, but that is in essence the case, right? So you can't pour from an empty cup. So to the extent that you are taking time, hey, Brittany, good morning. Hi, James. To the extent that you can take some time, some quality time and do something for yourself, the better off you're going to be. It doesn't matter if it's in the car like I am right now, taking a few minutes for yourself, or if you can get up a little bit earlier. So that's number 5 on here, right? Waking up earlier and then making your bed, have a cup of coffee, say your prayers, write in your journal, which is also journaling, number 4. Those are all things that you guys, I promise you, will make a difference in your life. It will make a difference in your day. So for example, today, I like to use myself as an example because hopefully that'll give you some inspiration. I'm an everyday person, and then maybe that'll give you some guidance, and some encouragement and some just support that, you know what? Hey, if Lauryn can do it, I know I can do it. And that's exactly what I want you to be saying because again, not special, right? So, so on this issue of journaling, so I was going to talk about my issue today. So again, I'm in the car, I'm rushing, crazy morning. I had a meeting at 6 o'clock in the morning, y'all, 6 a.m. Are you kidding me right now? But if I had been in the practice of getting up super early, like an hour earlier than I normally do, that wouldn't have been a problem. But as it turned out, it wasn't a problem. So my point is, by having this practice, even though I've been rushing all morning because I got another meeting to get to that's like 2 hours away, I got up, had the meeting, did my other stuff, and I was like getting ready to rush out to the car. And I'm like, you know what? I have not done my gratitude yet today. I have not done my work for my Sunday school class. Let me stop. And did it take me long? No, absolutely not. And the reason I stopped was that habit has become so ingrained in my routine in the morning that I knew I would rather be 5 minutes late to that meeting than to give up that practice, because it gives so much for me. Because if the rest of the day goes like it started today, I'm going to need to be able to pull back on that and draw on that and be like, you know what? I was grateful for some stuff this morning. I took some time for me. I calmed myself, I quieted myself. And so again, this is not intended to be about me, but it's intended to let you know when you start to put these things in practice, they become part of you and you miss them if you're not doing them. And so that's what I'd like to impress upon you today. And that's why we have this self-care and productivity and how that's really important. Angela, good morning. How you doing, girl? I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Wanda. So good morning to you as well. So that's why these things are important. And do you have to do all of them tomorrow? No, you don't. But if you can start, pick one. No people. Are you a snooze button person or non-snooze? I'm all about the snooze. Okay, I said it there. I said it. I do use the snooze. Y'all should have seen me last night with my snooze while I was taking my nap. Anyway, so pick one of these things that you think would be the most, I don't want to say easiest, the most meaningful to you. Maybe it is going to bed an hour earlier, but maybe that's too hard. Maybe you can calendar something and actually do it, right? So doing your schedule every day the night before, y'all, if you want to see your productivity spike, do that. Hey, Denise, good morning. Good morning, Miss Peggy. Good to see you. So just select something that you're like, okay, that resonates with me. I can work with that. That's not going to be too traumatic to me. That's not going to mess up my schedule too much. And then do that. And do it for a couple days, do it for a week, and then come back to this list and pick something else. It really is that simple, right? It's not like, oh, I'm overwhelmed. I can't do that. So, speaking of overwhelm, have I mentioned that before? I think I have, that we're going to take the word overwhelm out of our vocabulary. Okay? So as musers, we are no longer using the word overwhelm. Because why? If we are saying overwhelmed, then we have created that for ourselves, most likely. Now, there are things that happen outside of us. There are things that happen externally. People get sick, people die, people need help, all of those things. So obviously I'm aware of that. But if that is the case, then you can dial back something else in your own life. What can that be? Because, right, we only have capacity for so much, right? We can only fill so much in our cup. And so when that starts overflowing, it is up to us to start dialing it back, putting some things out until we can come back to them. So let's see, what else can we do here? I'm just going to, I just like the journaling one. My favorites are the journaling and going to bed early. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to say those are my favorites. I don't know that I'm probably okay about saying, no, I'm not even going to tell that lie. I'm not okay about saying no. Why? Because I have enough bandwidth in my schedule to say yes to things. I do not say no to the point where I become overwhelmed, because why? We just talked about that. We're not using the word overwhelm in our lives anymore. And deep breaths, I've gotten better at that. You can do that too. So again, I don't want to make this about me, but I want to share some things with you that I have done and the difference that those things have made. And I want to encourage you to select one of these. So I keep looking at my phone because, so I can follow along. So anyway, so this is the meme from this morning. If you're on podcast, you are not seeing that, but maybe we'll drop a link in the show notes to this document so you can download it later. And so that's it. So tomorrow is Q&A day. So bring your questions. You can ask them live. I make it to the point where I don't know, would it be easier for you guys if I just gave you a link and then you submitted your questions and then I could ask, I don't know, so they would be more anonymous and I could just pick from them and answer them while we're on live. I don't know, we may do that in the future, but if you have an opinion on that, drop that in the comments as well. So on that note, I want to wish you an amazing day. I want to wish you optimal health and bountiful wellness. I will see you tomorrow. Bring your Q&A. Bye for now.